Hey guys, what's going on? So just want to go over a few things. Go over NQ, ES, obviously the usual. Trying a new setup with the webcam and the mic now, so we'll see how it goes, right? So we'll start off on the 4 hour because last night, remember, where was it? We had this 4 hour FEG, right? And we were working on inversing it. And I was like, well, we inversed it at the close yesterday, right? And I was like, oh, we're probably bullish going into tomorrow because remember I liked all these highs up here. I still like these highs. Obviously, I mean, obviously there's gonna be tons of liquidity sitting up there, especially on the 4 hour. So, and I was like, oh, well, we close over here. I mean, like we should retest, maybe retest the 4 hour overnight, maybe retest the OB, and instead we just sliced right on through it. So I mean, it just goes to show like what can happen during Asia and London. But remember, I said it's like as long as we held this, then we should have went for these highs. But obviously, we came back down, we sliced through it. We knew our next target should be back down here at this low down here at 16,808. So there was a short down to that this morning in the pre-market hours. You see, we came down. We took yesterday's low, and then we took CPI day low as well. So we took a ton of sell side liquidity, right? So we could be looking for longs in the second half of today because we took so much sell side, right? And then if you go back to the daily, I just now noticed this. So when we were dropping today, I was like here, I was like, oh well, I know we have this 4 hour down here it's not tapped into. And then if we go to the daily time frame, we have this daily BPR down here, right? I was like, well, we might be drawing down to here, at least down to here to fill it in down here at that 658 level. And then obviously we didn't get it, and I just now noticed why we did not get that. First of all, ES had already dipped into its daily FEG down here, right? I mentioned this to you guys today. I was like, ES has to hold this, otherwise it's back to 4,700 right down here to this low most likely. You see, ES held it, but the bigger thing is this. And it's absolutely astonishing. Like it's why you're so important. You always draw your 50% retracements because look what happened. As soon as we hit 50% today on our daily time frame, we took it right back up. Very algorithmic. That seeing this now, I was kind of 50-50 going into tomorrow because of what I'm about to show you. But seeing this makes me a little more bullish going into tomorrow, especially like because of these highs right here. Like this looks like clean daily LRLR here. Like still up to those CPI data highs. Feels like it's going to be next Christmas before we even go back to take those CPI data highs, but eventually we will. So the biggest thing that I'm going to be watching going into tonight, I want to clean up this chart a little bit here. Kind of messy. But yeah, 50%, absolutely insane. But so there's a long into close today, right? It was the equal. We had equal highs up here at 43. We had this untapped hourly FVG. So this is what's going to be my bias tonight. We kind of have like this nice these nice hourly highs up here. So these will be my first target tomorrow if we can inverse this hourly tonight. If we can get over 882. Then I think obviously 907 is going to get taken out, and then our next target are these nice relative equal highs up here at 981. You see how we had this nice hourly OB here, closed above. This candle comes back, retest it. Very bullish sign, especially coming off down here, which is our daily 50%. That's why your 50% are so important, especially when you get like a very bullish reaction like that off of there. But so. We need to get over this, right? So the trade towards the end of today, I was like, I'm gonna watch. There's a 2-minute and a 3-minute FEG here. And I was like, well, if we get over this 3-minute, I like it because why do I like it? We left these equal highs up here on like a larger time frame. You know, like there's gonna be liquidity sitting up here. So we have equal highs. We have nice LRLR here. Like this should get ran up back to the equal highs, and the top of the LR lines up with is actually one of the equal highs. Makes it even better. We have the hourly FVG here that was not tapped into. Remember, FVGs like to be filled. So we obviously come back up. We fill that. We we take the equal highs. We didn't really get any kind of good entry, because obviously we closed over the FEG way up here, and you don't have long for 8 points with a stop way down here, right? It's just kind of silly. There was a 1 minute entry down here. You could have taken taken like this one right here. Let's get rid of this. You could have taken this one probably and got in. You could have entered here with the retest right here, 17, and longed up there. If you took that, good job. Good job of seeing that. But yeah, so I mean all the key factors were there, like equal highs, LRLR, untapped hourly just above. That's gonna want filled. So obviously we did that. So tonight obviously it's gonna be the hourly FEG close above. I think we're going 981. See what happens here. If we start pushing towards these highs, then we know maybe CPI data highs are finally going to get taken. Let's go down to like a 15-minute chart and look what happened today. Let's see here. So this morning I liked after our dump this morning and we came back up. We obviously did not take we left these highs, right? We almost had a we had a 3-minute inverse here that we finally closed above, and then we eventually delivered up here, right? But we did not take these equal highs up here, and we came all the way back down. So what this left was what I've been preaching about lately, is these smooth highs, right? Like you have high, all right here, and so and then you notice we leave this high and then we eventually come back. I think we actually swept it here, but these are smooth highs, right? They're almost equal. There's going to be like people are going to be saying this and be like, oh, this is resistance, I'm going to short. It worked here, but then you see these double tops, whatever. Like we always come back for them, and then price delivers through there. So once I seen these and we came back down, I was still looking for longs at this point. I did not take any kind of trade. I don't know if there actually was any good trade. Let's look at. So there was a 2-minute inverse here you could have taken, but the thing is, we weren't really delivering from anything. I don't think. There's no 15-minute FVG here. Let's see, I think there was a 5-minute. There was a 5-minute, I believe. So this tiny 5-minute, so there was this tiny 5-minute here, and then you notice, what else you notice? This is 50%. It's just a 50% down off daily 50%, just to push back higher. So that's why I think we're gonna end up breaking that hourly. It just seems very bullish right now. Obviously, we'll see what happens. I thought we were going to be bullish last night, and then we inversed the 4 hour. So wait to see what kind of reaction we get out of this out of this hourly. That should tell us everything going into tomorrow. Looking at ES, obviously ES, same thing. What I just mentioned, 50%, no brainer there. Hourly FEG is now filled and holding. I want to see what happens when we get paid. If we can push back up to this daily order block, see what happens here up at 48.11. That should be a nice spot to test ES here. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour, really nothing to look at. We're still looking like a 4 hour OB here. Still is kind of still looks a little on the more bearish side, to be honest. But this is it. So yeah, for tonight, I'm just gonna be watching the hourly FEG on ES, same one as NQ has right here, and this should tell us everything we need to see. You notice we do kind of have like a nice LRLR kind of shaping up here on ES2 that could run us back up to these highs. And then if you notice, ES has these same highs that NQ has. These look very clean. Also the start of the LRLR that we could also run into. So that's ES. The highs up here will take effect to 4,800, close above 47,778. Then it's a no-brainer up to. These are actually equal highs here on the hourly for ES. I just noticed these up to 47.85. So yeah, close above here, it's a no-brainer up to 47.85. I think this actually might be a reason why we draw up now here on ES. I just want to check NQ 4 hour here real quick. So NQ 4 hour today, this is why I would continue to be kind of bearish going into today. Obviously the first reason was obviously the 4 hour. We closed back below it last night, and then this morning or during London, we formed this 4 hour FVG. So this was my bias actually coming into this morning. If we got over this, then I like these highs up here, and then obviously up to here. But you see, all we did was go up into it, and then we rejected obviously, and then took all of our sell side here. We also formed, once this candle closed below, this became a 4 hour order block. You see how the order block and the FEG lined up for a big rejection here. Just slapped it. And then the same thing happened here. This candle closes below. This candle right here closes below this 4 hour. This candle comes up, look at that, hits the top, the lower part of the body perfectly, and then rejects, finally takes 50%, or like this candle did not take 50%, it's like all the way back up here, tricks people into more longs, shorts all the way back down, takes the 50%, and then we deliver back up higher. So I do think like this time we should inverse this 4 hour. I do want to see if these are equal highs here. 81, 25, and 82. So these are the same hourly equal highs that are sitting right here. So expect these to be taken if the hourly's inverse. It comes down to being that simple tonight. Other than that, I think I'm going to end it there. I really have nothing else to really talk about. Hope you guys have a fantastic evening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.